Breaking today, Princess Leonor 2025 royal wedding footage stuns Copenhagen and Spanish friends cool. Copenhagen expected elegance. Spain expected pride. But no one, expected this. The footage drops. The crowd gasps. The world's coolest royal wedding, just rewrote tradition. And what happened next, left both nations speechless. It began quietly. A gray morning over Copenhagen, the kind that feels calm before a storm. Camera crew set up near Amalienborg Palace. Locals whispered, "She's coming." And then, from the mist, the golden carriage appeared. Spain's pride. Europe's youngest future queen. Princess Leonor, radiant, poised, and effortlessly modern. The footage spread like wildfire. Within minutes, clips from the wedding flooded social media. A slow-motion shot of Leonor stepping onto Danish marble. A close-up of her lace veil, fluttering like a whisper of history. But it wasn't just beauty that stunned the world. It was the energy. Gone was the stiff, traditional pomp expected of royalty. This was youth, confidence, a blend of regal heritage and modern independence. And for Spain, watching from home, there was pride, yes, but also disbelief. Their young princess, raised under the eyes of a monarchy both admired and criticized, had just outshone every expectation. The setting was nothing short of cinematic. The historic Frederiksberg Castle stood as a testament to Scandinavian grace. But within its walls, the rhythm of two nations danced together. Leonor's gown, designed by a collaboration between Spanish and Danish ateliers, was both classic and daring. A silk train inspired by Queen Letizia's wedding dress, but reimagined with modern Scandinavian minimalism. Every bead shimmered like a reflection of her dual heritage. Spanish fire, Danish calm. As the music began, a mix of Spanish guitar and Danish harp, the symbolism was clear. This wasn't just a wedding. It was diplomacy through love. Christian stood waiting, his expression a mix of reverence and awe. The cameras caught it, his eyes glistening as Leonor approached. And for a fleeting second, the world forgot they were royals. They were just two young people in love. And when the vows echoed through the hall, you could feel centuries of royal weight lifted, replaced by something new. A union not arranged, but earned. In Madrid, the streets went silent for a moment, then erupted. Every cafe, every television, every mobile screen replayed the same scene. Leonor smiling through tears as she said, "Sí, quiero." Spanish friends, family, and even critics couldn't help but admit. This was different. Queen Letizia, visibly emotional, reached for King Felipe's hand. Their daughter, the girl who once nervously waved to crowds as a child, was now a woman, and a queen in the making. The royal family's closest circle, Princess Sophia, Queen Margrethe, and even Crown Princess Mary, shared knowing looks. They had witnessed history unfold, not as ceremony, but as emotion laid bare. And back home, something stirred among Spanish youth. A new kind of admiration. For once, the monarchy didn't feel distant. It felt human. Denmark, too, was swept away. What was meant to be a traditional royal event turned into the most stylish, internationally streamed celebration of the year. Fashion critics called it a royal revolution in silk and sincerity. Every element, from the eco-designed floral arches to the minimalist decor, spoke to the Danish philosophy of hygge and the Spanish art of passion. Copenhagen's citizens, known for their reserved admiration of monarchy, found themselves unexpectedly emotional. Local children waved both Spanish and Danish flags. Even the stoic guards at Amalienborg were seen smiling. The footage that stunned the world wasn't just about what people saw, but what they felt. Every frame radiated the balance of two cultures. The heat of Spain meeting the cool of Denmark. And in that union, viewers around the world found themselves caught between admiration and awe. Behind closed doors, the energy was no less electric. Spanish journalists described the backstage atmosphere as controlled chaos. Designers sewing last-minute stitches. Royal advisors pacing nervously. Leonor, serene amid the storm, reportedly said to her sister Sophia, "No matter what happens today, I want this to feel real." It did. The official footage captured her laughter between shots, her playful exchange with Queen Margrethe, and the heartfelt embrace with her mother before stepping out. No script, no rehearsed emotion, just honesty. And it's precisely that authenticity that shocked both monarchies. Because the world doesn't often get to see real moments in royal life. But this wedding changed that. From New York to London, from Madrid to Melbourne, the footage dominated every feed. Hashtags trended within hours. News anchors spoke in near disbelief. A fairy tale, yes, but a very real one. British tabloids compared it to William and Kate's 2011 wedding. But even they admitted, this one felt different. Less polished. More personal. American commentators called it, the wedding that finally made royalty relatable. And soon, global bridal designers began referencing Leonor's style. Her minimalist gown, her natural makeup, and her emotional authenticity. The Leonor effect was born. But beneath the glamour, deeper emotions stirred. Spain's monarchy has weathered storms of public skepticism. Yet this moment rekindled faith. Leonor, standing in her light, represented the promise of renewal. Her speech at the reception, short but deeply heartfelt, was a quiet triumph. Today, I marry love. But I also marry responsibility. For my people, for our future, for our families who taught us what love means. Applause followed, not polite, but thunderous. Even those who doubted her were moved. The footage captured tears, laughter, and that rare sense of unity both Spain and Denmark hadn't felt in years. As night fell over Copenhagen, the couple's first dance began, an elegant waltz blending Spanish rhythm and Danish grace. It wasn't choreographed perfection. It was full of laughter, tiny missteps, moments of pure humanity. The crowd clapped, the cameras rolled, and somewhere in the noise, the future of two monarchies changed forever. When the footage finally aired in full, millions watched in silence, not because it was shocking, but because it was beautifully real. In an age of spectacle, Princess Leonor and her Danish prince had given the world something rare. Truth, wrapped in love, crowned by destiny. Spain cheered, Denmark smiled, and the world fell in love. Because this wasn't just a royal wedding. It was the beginning of a new royal era.